Good morning. Hello. Welcome. Come in and sit by your inner altar for Sacred Sunday. Come in and join me in the quiet of the morning as we breathe together and connect to love and expand our capacity, our nervous system capacity, our ability to be in heart-mind coherence, to create healing for ourselves and each other. Breathe in. My name is Julie Hannon. Hello. My name is Julie Hannon, and I come together with you, inviting you on Sundays to join me in a holy practice, sun-focused practice to bring the light within you, to be present to yourself, to connect to love and your heart. And today I want to invite us to meet the world from our heart space, to bring a practice of showing up for ourselves from that inner expansion, and to practice with our breath to do just that, to expand in the now with our breath. We want to meet the outer world. We must meet the outer world with our inner world, or what's happening in the world will really overwhelm us. So as you come together this morning, as you join me in the practice, take a moment and breathe in through your heart. And if that's not available, just inhale. If you can't yet, bring your attention to your heart. If you're still finding your seat as you settle, notice your breath. And breathe in through the crown of your head and exhale through your heart. Inhale long and slow through your heart, and exhale longer and slower. And then notice that your breath is like a wind. So maybe you make that sound, breathe in through your nose and exhale through your heart. And first notice that there's wind that blows, that's been blowing on earth since the beginning of time. And in every language it is spoken of. The wind that continues to whisper. So we use the breath as a pathway for that whisper, that connection to the ever wind, to the always wind. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, soften the back of your throat and make it make the Ujjayi breath, an ocean sounding breath, like the wave of breath comes in through your nose, it fills your body, you rise up through your sternum and your heart, you exhale, and the wave of breath goes out, makes a sound, soften the back of your throat. So that you start to use your breath and the auditory sounding of your breath for the outer world to come in and meet your inner world. Maybe you exhale with a sigh. When inner doesn't meet outer, it's said that we'll collapse or vanish or become not our own frequency. The universe, the world mirrors the quality of our frequency, the fullness of who we are. And in an absence of being present with all of your light and love, you will show up as whoever's around you. I know from years and years of myself of being a chameleon in this way. So we often think that hiding our inwardness somehow protects us or saves us. It's quite the opposite. The heart is this miraculous balloon. Breathe in, breathe out. As you settle again, dedicate your practice to someone When we dedicate our practice to someone as a gift, we discover the beauty that we discover scientifically that it expands our energetic capacity many thousands of fold. So the heart is this miraculous balloon. From your heart to my heart, dedicate your practice to those who show up for practice, to someone, a beloved, someone in need, anyone at all. Your four-legged friend sitting by you, curled in a ball. In dedicating our practice, we expand our heart-mind coherence in sharing. And then once again, attention on your heart, and feel your heart filling with the gift of sharing. Like this miraculous balloon I keep mentioning, its lightness comes from staying full. Lightness in your heart. So you're breathing in through your heart. You're breathing out and sharing the gifts of your practice that's just showing up. How we stay full so that we imagine this full balloon, this magical light, this happy sacred Sunday. It comes from staying full. And we bring in the stories of our wise ones, our 90-year-old neighbors who are still tending the gardens in the spring, or little ones who have very little to eat themselves, who care for kittens. The ones who pick them up and hold them and love them. Or how painters who are going blind or losing their sight continue to paint even more than ever before. And composers going deaf create more symphonies to fill their heart. What fills your heart? What loving gesture? What creative act? And this morning, the breath. In through your heart and out through your heart. And so if there's any part of you that thinks you can't go on at all, just let out a sigh. Let out another big sigh to just release, that goes back through centuries or lifetimes, and release that I can't go on, I don't know what to do, I don't know what the next step is. Breathe in with the clarity that that breath gives you everything you need, and then exhale and release. And center yourself. And now get quiet and breathe deeply. And make your exhale a little longer than your inhale. And then pay attention to the expansion of your lungs on your next comfortable inhale. Maybe even rest your hands just beneath your lungs or at the bottom, your hands at the bottom of your rib cage. And feel your belly rise as you really expand your lungs like a balloon. Fill them and then empty them. Pull that diaphragm gently in and up and squeeze out the air out of those balloons and fill them again. And as you breathe in and out, as you inhale, expanding your lungs and your rib cage, notice that your heart is filling itself and emptying itself on this inner air. As your lungs fill and empty, you give yourself a heart massage, a beautiful, loving heart massage. I remember more than 20 years ago hearing that if we take 6 deep breaths a day, that beautiful expansion of our inner air system, our lungs massaging our heart, helps to eliminate heart attacks, helps to lower the risk when we just massage our heart. And now if you bring a feeling as you're breathing, paying attention to the expansion of your inner self with the outer air, the wind, notice what's happening in that inner being of your heart. Can you feel the beauty and attention of your breath expanding your awareness and consciousness, and that inner world full now? What's the elevated emotion that's coming up for you? Allow that elevated emotion to fill your inner world and to radiate it out. Imagine if there's something in your life that feels a lot, or overwhelming, or difficult. Breathe in and anticipate and share that inner air, that fullness of your heart with your day. Send it. I used to say always, send your love before you. Send love out before you. So if it's gratitude or appreciation or joy or peace or ease that you're experiencing, send it out into the day before you. Ask the universe to reflect that expanded, elevated emotion back to you. Breathe in again and breathe out again. What do you find you receive with the discipline of showing up? Are you impatient to move on, or can you be the witness to your breath? Are you still and quiet in the present moment? Can you really, truly release the past with your next exhale to be fully present? All we have is the now. We don't even have another breath. We have one breath at a time. The past is over. The present is what your life is. If you're wondering in the quiet of the practice where we're going, what's the destination, come back to your breath, to the beautiful quality of air moving in, of expanding your heart even as your lungs empty, your heart expands and contracts perhaps as your lungs fill. These complementary opposites and that inner air meeting outer, that inner feeling of grace and beauty. As you meet the outer world with your inner world, so that the frequency and the light of who you are Get curious about what's distraction for you and release that too and come back to the present. Can you follow one breath all the way in? The way the breath comes in through your nose, if that's available to you this morning, pours down into your lungs, expanding them completely, fully, all the way up to your collarbones. Take another sip, another sip, another sip of breath in, and then just exhale gently, passively, letting the air float out of you. Some of us love to know that there's science behind what we do. Others of us find it's distracting. Long time ago, I was pre-med in undergrad. I've always been a little fascinated with the science and curious about it. And really, we're all connected, so we breathe in that connection with all that is in this moment, in the right here and right now. And we exhale that from that full breath, we exhale that expansion, that inner world with the outer. We become so full. So the last few breaths we have together for practice today, let's breathe in together the connection and love and the expansion in through our heart. Pause there in your heart as we often do and exhale down into the earth. And then on your next inhale, draw energy up from the earth through your central channel, behind your heart, through your perineum, up. Inhale, up through the crown of your head till you become like a column, a saiwa of golden light. Exhale and let the energy float down around you, that light. And then on your next inhale, expand the column from the inside of you out through your whole physical being, maybe even out into your energy body, arms distance around you. Inhale into your heart. Exhale, expand the column of light. Really feel that radiant light rising up from the earth. Inhale up. Light rises, exhale, light comes down over you, clearing your field. And then from that full lit up inner space, let that inner world go into the outer world. Imagine being greeted, knowing that you're sparkling or light or radiant. Beautiful light of you, your own unique frequency of beauty. Breathe in one more time together. Connect your heart to the wisdom and the heart of the earth as you exhale. Inhale, draw that energy up through you one more time. Connect to Father Sun, the light that shines his rays down upon us to warm us. And then inhale directly through your heart again, where sun and earth meet in our physical space. The earth centers below, the sky centers above, heart meeting in the middle in your heart. Fill the balloon of your heart with this experience. The heart draws in and magnetizes your experiences. We attract who we are. Who are you now at the end of practice? Bring your hands together to seal your practice. You may have dedicated, depending on when you began with me, you may have dedicated your practice to someone. Gather that energy in and bow in gratitude to someone. You can dedicate it now to someone else. The gift of practice. And then inhale again. Gather that energy of love that's around you, of light that's around you. Gather it, draw it into your heart. Inhale completely. Exhale completely. Feel the way that energy is showing up inside you. And what are 3 words that would capture your experience? Today, where you are now, put the 3 words in the chat. Thank you, ladies who are here, for signing in. I so appreciate seeing your words, your names, your reflections. What are 3 words that are a gift of practice? If you're here with me for practice and you'd like to, and you're a Mesa carrier, I'd love to see you at the Mesa Gathering, March 17th to 20th at Menla Mountain House, where we'll work with the wood dragon and the water dragon and our Mesa and how they are informed by this magic. And we'll connect our beings to our stone altars, rejuvenating our altars with that energy of the meteorite that rests beneath the valley. All Mesa carriers are welcome, and I'd love to invite you all to join me on a sacred pilgrimage to Peru this year at the end of March. You can learn more on my website. I'm really hoping for those 3 words to come through on the chat from people. Let's take one more breath together. Namaste. Ailin Punchao. I see the sun in you. I bow to the sun in you. I'm so grateful for the peace and the community and the connection. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Peace, community, and connection. I don't know what just happened there. All perfect. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Have a beautiful day, everyone. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me today. Have a beautiful week.